New tonight, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is establishing the city's first ever Office of Racial Equity with the goal of making sure the city's budget and policies are fair to everyone. I spoke with the City Administrator Kevin Donahue about why this office is needed.
I know some viewers at home will say, you're in Washington, D.C., you have a pretty diverse government. Having an office like this, shouldn't this be the thought of every agency?
We're recognizing that we have a lot of progress to make. And it is okay to innovate for how we try to think about and work on narrowing racial inequality and someday eliminating it. And so the office recognizes that this is one of the core purposes of the government, particularly in a diverse city, in a city with a history of racism that dates back really to its founding, that we need to take a really direct, blunt look at it from a policy, budget, and operations standpoint, and really encourage people, allow them to collaborate, train them.
What sort of power will they have? Is it more of an advisory role?
The power to influence. It'll also have some hard power. It has metrics. It will advise on the budget. But having an impact necessitates the office winning the trust, respect, and really demand for time of our city agencies.
So why now? Was there anything that sort of prompted the idea? Any one event? Any one conversation?
I think that nationally, our country's been talking much more openly about race. I've worked in DC government for most of the past 20 years, and very often we'll use, without bad intention, geography as another way to talk about race without talking about it. So we'll talk
about. What do you mean, like what?
Well, how are we rolling out this service in this particular ward or in these wards? And it's much more helpful to really just take the issue head on and talk about how is this service impacting racial equality or inequality in the city.
Now, Donahue goes on to say they are looking for someone to lead this new office. He says preferably someone with government experience. They're hoping to get it up and running in the next couple of weeks.